I couldn't sleep. Woke up at like 4:30. I was having a weird dream. It wasn't a bad dream. It was just really banal and didn't seem to have any end in sight. So I made myself wake up, and now I'm up. It's the morning after. Victory was achieved in the war against Wizards of the Coast, or something like that. I should probably say, quite genuinely, a big thank you to Wizards of the Coast. If it weren't for all these weeks of controversy, I'd probably still just like barely have over 900 subscribers and relatively stale channel growth. Now I've jumped up quite a bit. In fact, last I looked, I actually got more subscribers than Venture Satanis. Ha ha! But now what? I mean, seriously, like, now what for all of us? What do we do with all that angst to anger? How do we turn things back and go back to normal? I guess this is a question that's asked of people after many earth-shattering event comes rolling through people's lives. Uh, I, I don't know. Like I said, last night I still kind of don't really know how I feel about it. Uh, just scrolling through, the news feed this morning after I got up, I caught a glimpse of someone's video I've never seen before, just some kid in his 20s maybe just being all like happy that the OGL and the SRD are now going to be in the Creative Commons, and he had a Rise of Skywalker shirt on, and it's, oh god, I can't take that seriously. Rise of Skywalker is an objectively bad movie. I don't care how you feel about like the politics of Star Wars over the last half decade, but I can't take anyone seriously who's wearing a Rise of Skywalker shirt unless they're doing it ironically, and I didn't get the vibe that dude really does irony much. But anyway, don't even know the guy's name, so I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. It's just something I saw a few minutes ago that just made me kind of cringe a little bit on the inside. Are we all going to go immediately back to turning on each other? Am I going to get canceled now that YouTube has monetized me and will start showing some of my older videos to people more? And the fact that, I'm a bit of a dissident. I'm not an OSR grognard. I do have overlap with them, and I certainly have grognards in my fan base and in my customer base. So, but like these kids, man, I agree with so much of like the goals, but the technique is the problem. I don't know. We'll see. With any luck, at least someone might eventually notice Escape from Planet Matriarchy or Amazon Time Barbarians, and maybe I can get some free publicity that way when they realize that someone wrote a role playing game that has the male gaze in it. I don't know. Only time will tell. I mean, do I go back and try to finish my Spelljammer campaign now, or do I continue to nose around at the idea of maybe running Nightbane? I don't really know if I really want to commit to Nightbane. I don't really know if I really want to commit back to playing Dungeons and Dragons. I don't really know what to do. I'm sure there's probably a lot of these sorts of confused feelings out there with people. It's the morning after. Everything's changed, and yet we're all supposed to just, go back as if nothing happened. As if they didn't basically turn the whole hobby upside down. Luckily, this seems to be the mood of people that I'm gathering just based off the people who comment, which obviously is a self-filtering process on top of the fact that it's already filtered by the kinds of people who actually would sit and watch my videos. But much like how the majority of the fan base and the community did not take to the 1.2 concessions that they tried to do when they first started to try to backpedal on this, there's a lot of people who don't seem to be ready to forgive quite yet. And while forgiveness is a virtue, you can't just expect it automatically. It has to be earned a little bit, and sometimes it takes a little time. As I said in my last video, this is a big mask-off event for them, and it's going to be quite the expectation to just expect everyone to just go right back up and accept another glass of Kool-Aid after having seen all this sorts of behavior from the people who are supposedly custodians of our beloved hobby. Oh, go fuck yourselves. Anyway, I don't really know if there's a point to any of this. It's just, I'm up, and felt like rambling about something. So like I said, be sure to see some of my old videos or some of my books, and then be sure to tell Twitter what a terrible person I am. We can all go back to fighting each other and canceling each other the way life is supposed to be. Who needed this moment of solidarity where everyone was focused like a laser on one target? We can go back to petty things. You didn't put a black enough square on your Twitter bio in 2020, and we're gonna drum you out of the community for that or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. Until next time, stay waspinated.